The other problem, this could likely be an electoral problem for the Congress party, is that both Mr. Kharge and Mr. Tharoor come from southern India, and nothing wrong with that. I mean, I come from South India, so I don't find that a problem. The only problem is the electoral math. In southern India, you have 100, maybe 120 seats at best. The remaining 300 seats are from northern India, western India, and eastern India, and neither of these two candidates have any appeal in the Hindi heartland states. I mean, let's look at this with very cold logic. In 2024, if the Congress has to become the fulcrum of the opposition, if the Congress is going to stand a chance against the BJP, it has to take on the BJP and compete with it for seats and for vote share in states where it's a direct fight between Congress and BJP. So you have Gujarat, you have Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Uttarakhand, a whole host of states. Unfortunately, neither Mr. Kharge nor Mr. Tharoor are going to have any appeal in any of those states.
Okay, so very quickly, Zaka. First thing, I would have wanted to, but I was not on your show yesterday. I was there day before.
Sure.
So on the show I was yesterday, I'm not at all surprised by Mr. Kharge's or truly some other candidate's name coming out. Okay. Having said that, let's take one by one. Yes, a cowbelt Hindi-speaking area, northern Indian candidate would have been ideally better. And let's not forget that Mr. Kharge is an afterthought. The original candidate was supposed to be Mr. Ashok Gehlot.
Correct.
As things transpired during the last 3, 4, 5 days, it so happened that he ruled himself out of the contest yesterday. And so a candidate had to be thought about, because a Digvijay Singh Shashi Tharoor contest would have had its own implications. With all respects to both those candidates, Mr. Tharoor, great man. Mr. Digvijay Singh, I am a nobody to really compliment him on his political background, sagacity. But remember, he's been too polarizing and virtually would have played into BJP's hands. They just had to play his tapes of yesteryears. So there was a need of a candidate, and a candidate did come up. Yesterday, there were 3 names doing the rounds: Meera Kumar, Mukul Vasnik, and Kharge Saab. Kharge Saab being the senior most, he has come. Now he ticks all the right boxes. He has experience, he has stature. There is an election in Karnataka. And with due respect, Zaka, to the Congress party, their best bet right now is south of India's. In the Hindi heartland and in states where they are pitched in a direct battle with the BJP, whether it's Rajasthan, MP, or Uttarakhand, let's not even begin to talk about UP. So they have suffered major losses, and as we speak today, things may change tomorrow onwards. They don't look like in a position to really greatly improve their performance from there. So while it's important to have a North Indian Hindi-speaking face, maybe they have done their own maths and thought about that Southern Indian face at this juncture with Karnataka elections next year, maybe a better, or it's just lack of choices which made them decide in Mr. Kharge's name. And last point, I know that the presidential election, whoever, Congress Gandhis are damned. If they contested, it would have been damn them. They are never leaving the post. If they don't contest, it's a proxy, shadow, faceless, mukhota candidate. They can't help it. But Mr. Jairam Ramesh is very an intelligent man. But he shouldn't have said the statement he made yesterday or this morning, that this presidential election is a sideshow and the real show is Bharat Jodo Yatra. What does he mean? He is undermining his own Congress president's election. And undermining the whole process. I didn't expect somebody as intelligent and erudite as him, in whatever context. It was an open and shut statement. You can't interpret it in any other way. He said this is a sideshow.
I totally agree with you. I mean, you can't possibly justify that the election of your next party president is a sideshow, Supriya Shrinate, because if it is, then what's the point? I mean, why are you doing it, right? And the second one, again, the point that Sanjeev made, Mr. Kharge was not your Plan A candidate. The Plan A candidate was Mr. Gehlot, and that, I know I don't want to go back into the fiasco that happened in Rajasthan, but let's be blunt to our viewers. Our viewers are smart to figure this out. Mr. Kharge is your Plan B candidate, not your Plan A candidate.
So it's interesting, there are some things that have been said on the show, and I think I would want to answer those before I answer your direct question. There was something said about drama in the Congress. You know, drama and democracy have a lot of common alphabets. Thank God for the drama and the democracy in the Congress, because to the BJP, our ruling party, there is a one-liner that says this man is going to continue as president for the next XX number of years. Forget about election. 1.5 people sit down in a room and make that selection. Thank God for the drama and the democracy that we offer. That's point number one. Point number two, and I think you've been saying this repeatedly, and I think one of the guests said it too, seemingly he is somebody's candidate, seemingly the top brass is supporting him. Now, seemingly you are owned by a corporate, but I believe you are an independent journalist. So what I see may not be the reality. None of the Gandhis have been an approver for him, have been a proposer for him. I think it's very simply put there. I think somebody's having a fit attack here. You might want to find out what's happening. And I also think the Bharat Jodo Yatra question that you put forward, I think that's a very important point. I want to answer that question head on. I think the Bharat Jodo Yatra,
insanely crazy. She never speaks on the topic. She gets downright abusive.
Ma'am, I'm coming to you right after this. Let Supriya finish, please. Ma'am, Sanju, please. Let her finish. I'll come to you in a minute exactly. Thank you. I'll come to you in a minute. Thank you. Supriya.
3,570 kilometers being walked on foot, 12 states, 2 union territories, and the kind of response we are getting from the people has rattled the BJP. So they will do all it takes to malign us, they will do all it takes to ridicule us, they will do all sorts of conspiracy theories. I think Jairam Ramesh is definitely right to an extent that the Bharat Jodo Yatra is a very important event. I don't think he's trying to downplay the presidency.
I don't know why
nobody in their right
BJP
mind, being a Congress member, would be able to do that.
And then you
Okay.
say Sanju Verma, this is not about 30
Bharat
seconds.
Jodo Yatra
All right.
is a
I don't
very
know why you call the
important
BJP if you
event
don't want to give
in
us
the,
time.
in the period of this history.
Okay.
You're
And I
allowing the
also
Congress
want
to
to say,
completely
have
monopolize the
some
debate,
water,
and then you will
take a
accuse
BP
me of
Okay.
fighting for my time.
Okay.
Take a BP
May I
medicine,
please?
All
have some
right,
water,
all right,
and
Sanju
take
Verma. You've been heckling
BP
and heckling and
medicine,
heckling, but
policy
go
BP
ahead.
medicine,
Go ahead.
DJ.
Make your point. I'm giving you free, uninterrupted
Ask her to
airtime.
have
Go
some
ahead.
BP medicine. I worry
Yeah.
for her health. I worry
Yes,
for
yes,
her
No,
thank you so
all right,
much.
Supriya,
Ask
thank
her
you.
to have
Let
some
her make her
cold
point
water
now, please.
And BP medicine.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes, thank you,
I'm
Supriya, for
worried
being so
about a
concerned
fellow
about my health.
panelist.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I'm very
Sanju
worried.
Verma, only
She
Sanju
really
Verma on
needs to
screen,
take
please. Thank you.
treatment.
Thank you.
Thank you. May I?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Zaka, first and foremost, let me make it very clear. I have not been heckling. I waited for a full 12 minutes before I got my first intervention. I had barely spoken for 2 minutes and you cut me short. So please don't be uncharitable to me, because I do enjoy your shows tremendously and I love coming and having a good debate. Point number two, and the most important point. Let's be very clear. This whole accusation about BJP selecting and not electing its presidents. Anyone who understands Indian polity, even a wee bit knows, nobody had a clue that Amit Shah would be replaced by JP Nadda, or that Rajnath Singh would find a successor in Amit Shah, or that Nitin Gadkari would find a successor in Rajnath Singh, or that LK Advani would find a successor again in Rajnath Singh. Because don't forget, Rajnath Singh and Amit Shah have had 2 terms each. So I'm saying that in politics, it's very important to have an element of surprise. And in BJP, you do not know till the last nth hour who is going to be the president, because the parliamentary board and the core committee takes all the decisions. I will quickly just end by saying 2 things. The fact that Jairam Ramesh called the entire election of the Congress president a sideshow, I think that shows, either callousness, ignorance, or simply, false bravado at undermining your own party's electoral process. Whatever be the case, it does not put either Jairam Ramesh in good light or the Congress. And I will end by quoting Rahul Gandhi. For once, Zaka, I agree with Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi said today, "Ye आंधी रुकने वाली नहीं है." Mr. Gandhi, you are right. आपने जो आंधी आपकी कांग्रेस में चल रही है, उस आंधी के चलते राजस्थान अंधकार में डूब गया है. आने वाले हफ्तों में छत्तीसगढ़ भी अंधकार में डूब जाएगा.